When I was in 7th grade, we had an assignment in our English class to write about our hero. So, me being 12 years old and spending way too much time on YouTube, I decided to write an essay about Mr. Beast. I didn't write about my mom or my dad. No, I wrote about a YouTuber, okay? Because that's how I was in 7th grade. Back then, I was a big fan of Mr. Beast. I'd been watching him for like years and I loved what he was doing. I really looked up to him and I really wanted to do what he does, you know? Or at least what I thought he did. Giving out money to people, helping the environment, you know, all of that. Making the world a better place. I really looked up to him. In a way you could say I idolized him. I'm going to be reading this essay now. Just as a warning, this essay is extremely cringe. Because, well, I was in 7th grade. I was 12 years old, okay? So just keep that in mind. My hero. Okay, hold on. My hero is Mr. Beast, also known as Jimmy Donaldson. Jimmy Donaldson is an American YouTuber who is known for doing good things. This is amazing writing. For example, buying a homeless man a house, raising over $21 million to plant 20 million trees, giving food to local food banks, etc. He was born on May 7, 1998 in Greenville, North Carolina. He graduated from the Greenville Christian Academy in 2016, but he dropped out of college to pursue a full-time career as a YouTuber. He began posting videos in 2011 at the age of 13. Right now, he has over 36 million subscribers on YouTube. Team Trees is an organization that focuses on planting trees. Mr. Beast organized a fundraising challenge. The goal was to plant 20 million trees by January 2020. For every dollar that was donated, they planted a tree. They had 67 days to reach this goal. Just by the 24-hour mark of this project, $4 million had been donated to this fundraiser. On December 19, 2019, the goal was passed, and as of March 2020, $21.7 million have been donated. His videos include giving money or a house to people in need, giving $100,000 worth of items to homeless shelters, donating $32,000 to Veterans Wounded Warrior Program, giving $70,000 to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and donating $10,000 to an animal shelter in Los Angeles. Of course, there's more. He doesn't always only give away money, but he also makes videos on experiments or overall crazy things, like buying everything in a store and then giving the items to a homeless shelter and multiple food banks. Sometimes he also does stupid things like counting to 100,000. I'm skipping over to the next paragraph because I just talk about the fucking PewDiePie versus T series. I'm gonna ignore that. Now I'm going to answer the question that is the whole point of this essay. Why is Mr. Beast my hero? Because he's a good person. It's as simple as that. He doesn't do these things for attention or to be famous. He does it because he's a good person. I want to be like him. I want to help people. I want to donate money to people. I want to do good things that I can't do right now. He's only 22 years old and has such a long life to do even more good things. I want to be like him because more people need to be like him. One time he said, "A lot of you might be at the same mindset as the old me," which was basically, somebody else will figure it out. But that's not how this works. When he said that, I realized how right he was. If we all have the same mindset that somebody else will figure it out, nobody will figure it out. He does so many good things, and I can't wait to have the money and the freedom to do the same things as he does. I don't want to be a YouTuber, but I want to be a good person who, before I died, did good things for other people and for this planet. More people should be like him. More people should be helping each other and not just care for themselves. Very dramatic, I know. Very dramatic intro, okay? The reason I'm reading this essay is because, well, if you've heard anything about the last couple of months about Mr. Beast, which I won't repeat here because he has a tendency to delete the videos that talk about bad things about him, it really just shows you how idolizing someone, especially when you're much younger. When I was 12 years old, okay, I had no idea about anything. It really just shows you how that can really, it can kind of come back, and when you realize that this person is not the great person that you thought they were, it can be kind of, it's kind of a crazy feeling to experience, okay? So that's why I'm talking about this today. I'm talking about idolizing people, people that we don't know, famous people that we don't know, rich people that we don't know, because we need to stop idolizing those people. Welcome back to Let's Ask Jen, where I yap about anything and everything, even if you didn't ask. And today we're talking about the idolization of people that we don't know and why we need to stop that, okay? The reason I'm making this video, what inspired me to make this video, is that the past year, I think a lot of people have started realizing that famous people can't be trusted, okay? Like, there have been so many people this year that have been exposed for doing terrible things. And honestly, it's not just this year, it's always been like this, but this year especially, I feel like people are starting to realize that the people that you look up to, the people that you idolize, are not the people you think they are. And I know it sounds really simple, but it's so complicated, okay? So we're gonna be talking about 2-3 main things today, okay? I'm gonna be talking about why exactly you can't trust anyone who's famous. I know it sounds simple, but some people need to hear it again, okay? Then I'm gonna be diving into parasocial relationships, okay? This is such a big fucking topic. I find it so interesting and I find it so necessary to talk about. And lastly, I'm going to be talking about my personal experience with idolizing people, because it's not just Mr. Beast, okay? There's other stuff I'm going to be explaining, okay? A bit of lore. Why can't we trust anybody who's famous? Well, if you're someone who's on the internet, who loves to be on the internet, loves watching people, etc., what you're seeing online all the time, and this is just the truth, is it's fake, okay? And what I mean by that is not like it's staged or anything, but the way that people are presenting themselves are fake. They're a different version of themselves. I can tell you right now, the version that I put, and I'm not saying I'm like a famous YouTuber. I have like 90 subscribers. That's not what I'm saying, okay? It's just an example of how even the smallest of YouTubers will put a different version of themselves online. That just like shows you like, okay, all the other big YouTubers, all the famous people, they put a different version of themselves online. I can tell you right now that the version of myself that I put online is so different from how I am in real life, okay? When I come in here, I'm a completely different person, okay? And that's not to say that that version of me isn't real. It's just the version of myself that I put online. This version of me is very real, okay? It's definitely a part of my personality. But that's just how I present myself online. It's not necessarily how I present myself in real life, and to my friends, and to my family, and to my classmates, and whatever. So, that makes you think, holy shit, what about somebody with like 20 million subscribers, or even just 1 million subscribers, or 500,000 subscribers? Like, what kind of version of themselves are they putting online? I can guarantee you, every single person on the internet is putting a different version of themselves on there. I think the reason for this is, I think who you become when you realize that people can watch you and they can see what you're up to, I think that kind of forces you to become a different version of yourself, to separate yourself from your actual self, so that you kind of don't feel as watched, you know? So that you feel like, okay, I have this version of myself that I put online. If people don't like that's fine, because that's not like the real me, you know? That's just how I present myself. I think it's like a sort of like safety thing, you know? But I think it's understandable to act completely different when there's cameras on you and when you know that people are watching you. Like, that's fine. But the reason I'm saying this, and the reason why it's so important, is because when people start to idolize people that are online with, you know, cameras on them, that are playing a different version of themselves, people idolize that version. But then when they realize that that's not necessarily how the person is in real life, mind blown, okay? I've seen this so many times when people like they meet someone like famous online, and then they see them in real life and they go up to them. The amount of times I've seen, like on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, people being like, oh, this celebrity is so rude, like this YouTuber is actually so rude in real life. And it's like, well, they're like, oh, she's so fake, like she's not how she's presenting herself online. Well, duh, Duh, it's like two completely different people, okay? I think it builds some real like false hope. You know, it's like I love watching like a bunch of YouTubers. There's a bunch of YouTubers that I love watching, but I know that if I saw them in real life, I would be like, well, they're not the same person. Like, I can still talk to them, but I can't be like, oh, they're gonna act exactly like how they did in all of these videos. And I'm like, no, that's not how it is. Because you have to remember, these people are just people, okay? If I was walking around in public and somebody came up to me and was like, are you that YouTuber? This is not gonna happen. Ever. Or like, at least for a very long time, okay? Oh my god, are you that YouTuber that did that video on Skibbity Toilet? I would also be like, yeah, you know, it's awkward, bro. I can't imagine myself in that situation, okay? Maybe there's YouTubers who are very good at it and, like, know how to act with their fans and know how to act when they're, like, approached in public. But I can understand for, like, why for a lot of celebrities or, like, famous people, that's kind of, like, for a second, it's, like, really awkward and, like, you don't really know how to act. It's like people expect famous people to be perfect. That's a problem, right? You expect them to be perfect, and when you realize they're not, all your idolization and your image of them just comes crumbling down. You can't have these expectations of these people. They are just people, okay? That I hate to break it to you, but you don't know them. You don't know what they're really like, okay? And I can give you countless examples of when people online turn out to not be the person that they presented themselves to be. Okay. Countless examples. Just look at this year, bro. What's going on this year, okay? You know how many people are being exposed? Shit's crazy, okay? I'm not saying that every single person who is a little bit famous or has like a bit of a following is the fakest bitch of the year and has no real personality and is so fake and like, oh my god, and you can never talk to them ever. You should never talk to them in public because they suck and every YouTuber sucks. I'm not saying that. Calm down, y'all. Okay. Calm the fuck down. My video is about people who idolize those people, who look up to them, and see them as this, like, perfect person. See them as, like, their god, okay? They are not God. It's some, like, LA kid who found a camera and a YouTube channel was like, shit, man, I could do something with this. They are not God. They are just a human like you, okay? They are just a human being like you. Sure, maybe their status is, like, a little bit elevated. A tiny bit. At the end of the day, they shit and piss just like you do, okay? Like, they are human beings. They are human beings. That's just how it is. You cannot build this image of them that's like a godlike image. It's like, this person can do anything. I love this person. You don't love them because you don't know them. Okay, you can't love them because you don't know them. That is my preach to you. Stop saying you love people that you don't know. You don't know them. The word love is so overused. I love Taylor Swift. Do you love Taylor Swift or do you love her music and her image? Two different things, okay? Two very different things. Someone like Taylor Swift's husband would love Taylor Swift. Different things, okay? Now that brings me to my next point. Parasocial relationships. I'm sure you've all heard the word parasocial. What does it mean? Okay, let me read y'all the definition. Parasocial interaction refers to a kind of psychological relationship experienced by an audience in their mediated encounters with performers in the mass media, particularly on television and on online platforms. Jesus Christ. I've never struggled with a word that much. Okay, what are they? Parasocial relationships. I gotta sit up for this one, okay? I could talk about parasocial relationships for hours, okay? For hours. Because I was in the fandom. I hate saying that. I was in parts of an online community that was very prone to parasocial relationships. Okay. I'll talk about the community later. and what community exactly it was, okay? But first, let's talk about parasocial relationships. Parasocial relationships. Okay, how does that happen, right? You're watching TV, you see you're watching some show, and you're like, this show is awesome, and I love this one character. Who plays this character? You look it up. Let's say it's John Doe. Okay, John Doe. Yeah, this John Doe dude has played in some pretty cool movies. Let me look him up on Instagram. Oh, he gets up to some pretty cool stuff. Let me actually use my phone as a fucking thing. Oh, he gets up to some pretty cool stuff. That's pretty cool. Let me follow him. The next day, oh, John Doe posted. Oh, he's at the restaurant with his family. Oh, is that his girlfriend? Whoa, okay, that's crazy. Oh, that's his girlfriend. Oh my god, they're even engaged. That's crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is an edit of John Doe. Man, John Doe is so cool and funny. I love John Doe. Aw, John Doe liked one of my comments. That's great. John Doe loves his fans. That's amazing. That's how quickly it happens. Okay, that's how quickly you establish a parasocial relationship. When you engage with someone who's famous, like their social media accounts, or like you see videos about them, and they say stuff like, I love my fans. My fans are such great people. Whoopsie, you have a parasocial relationship. Now, why is this such a bad thing? Because what I just described, it doesn't seem that bad, right? But what lies underneath it? Like, it doesn't always have to be unhealthy, okay? But there has been, oh my god, there has been so many examples of unhealthy parasocial relationships. The things that I have seen people say, y'all. There are people who are genuinely convinced that these celebrities love them. They don't know you, and you don't know them. That's just how it is, okay? And listen, I'm not saying I am above all of you, because I have never had a parasocial relationship. I have never idolized someone. I know that's what I sound like right now, okay? No, you know how easy it is to idolize someone? I scroll through TikTok, I see some artist, or like, somebody singing something, I'm like, this song is awesome. I look at their page, I'm like, this person is so awesome. I love them. I'm like, oh shit. I've fallen into that many times. So has anyone else. It is so easy to become parasocial. I understand, okay? I completely understand. I'm just here to tell you, as someone who's been there, done that, why it's so bad, okay? It all kind of ties together. When you have a parasocial relationship, you have a relationship with someone that you don't know. Someone you don't know is someone you can't trust. You can't trust them because they present a fake image of themselves, and you build false expectations. You know, it all ties together. Okay, let me just kind of visualize the parasocial relationship again, not with like John Doe. Let me use actual like real examples. I'm sure you've all seen that. Maybe you have. Maybe it's just me because I'm chronically online. But I saw this one video of this girl who. I feel so bad for laughing at this, bro, because I know if I was her, I would lock myself away forever. I could not. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay. This is a video of this Taylor Swift fan. It's always I don't mean to shit on Taylor Swift fans. Okay, you can like whatever you like, but it always seems to be them. I saw this video of this Taylor Swift fan who was sitting outside of the arena of a Taylor Swift concert because she couldn't get tickets or something. And Taylor Swift started playing this song called Exile, I think. And the video was, okay, she was sitting on the ground in front of, like, outside of the arena. Like, you could hear the music in the background. Her two friends were, like, hugging her and stuff, like, I don't know, they were like sitting next to her, and they were just like holding her hand. Okay. And I'm losing my mind. And so if I find the video, I'll play it, okay? And so like at first, like the first like few seconds of the video, like she's just like looking like this, and the caption of the video is like, throwback to when Taylor Swift played Exile, also known as the song that saved my life. And when the song starts playing, she's like wailing and like crying. Oh my god. Oh my god. And like she's like losing her mind, and her friends like hug her and stuff, and she's like crying her eyes out.
It seems like she didn't sing Speaking Out. I mean, right? She didn't sing Speaking Out. What?
Okay. Yeah. Wow, that like if you haven't seen that video, you have to. It's gold. Gold. Oh my god, it is a gem. And really, I don't mean to hate on that girl. I don't mean to hate on her. Whatever that song meant to you, I'm happy for you that it means so much to you, and it brings out so many emotions. But it is a prime example of parasocial relationships. What I've seen a lot of people say is that artists save their life. And this to me is like the most extreme form of parasocial relationships, because when you start saying that somebody saved your life, somebody that you have never ever talked to has saved your life, nah, you can't go around saying that, yo. First of all, the amount of pressure that puts on a fucking famous person is insane, bro. Imagine, okay, honestly, just imagine you're okay, just to put this in perspective, imagine you're a random person walking down the street. You're not famous, whatever, you're just someone, okay? Walking down the street. And someone comes up to you and says, You saved my life. You saved my life, you saved it. I mean, oh my god, you saved my life. I wouldn't be alive without you right now. Oh my god. No. It's just not right. It's just not right, y'all, okay? And I understand that mental health is such a complicated, sensitive issue, but can we stop going around telling people that we don't know that they saved our life? You can't say that! You can't! Okay, like Oasis said, please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. They'll throw it all away. Because they don't know you. They don't know you. They can't save your life. They don't know you. Okay? Maybe their music helped you get through a really hard time. Or like something they said really stuck with you. Or their mindset really stuck with you. That's what saved you. Not the actual person. There is a massive difference between those two things, okay? Huge difference. Now, let's get to my personal experience with all of this, okay? Like I already mentioned at the beginning with the Mr. Beast God damn, there's something in my eye. Hold on. Okay, we're chilling. Like I said at the beginning with the Mr. Beast example, that is one of very many examples, okay? Okay, let's go back to lockdown time, okay? Everybody's trapped inside. It was the summer of 2020. And I became part of the, oh my god, okay, a little Minecraft community on social media. specifically the Dream SMP community. I became a big fan, okay? Big fan. And I'm proud to say that I never went that far of being like, this person saved my life. This person is the reason that I'm alive today, the reason I'm living, the reason that I'm happy. Okay. Oh my god, my leg fell asleep. Hold up. Lord help me, what the fuck is this? What? How did I not even notice that? Oh my god. Get the fucking blood in my foot, god damn. Okay, we're back. So, I'm gonna leave these on actually, they're kind of cool. Okay. What the fuck was that? Alright, did these even stay up? Okay, look at that looks awesome. Okay, so yeah, I was in that fandom. If you don't know that fandom, holy shit. Holy shit. But if you know, you know. And let's just say it was a community that was very, very prone to idolizing people and to parasocial relationships. I knew a lot of people that were saying like, this Minecraft YouTuber saved my life. I love this Minecraft YouTuber's music. Like, they just, like, I love them so much. Like, I just understand them, you know, shit like that. Shit like that. The thing is, though, that this shit gets real unhealthy and real toxic real quick. And 2020 was a time of, like, you know, cancel culture and all that. It was a big thing. So, simultaneously, while idolizing people and, like, loving them and building parasocial relationships, those exact people were also getting cancelled. So the people who had built a parasocial relationship with them were like heartbroken and like devastated. And they were like, I can't believe this happened. Like, I loved them so much. Like, why did they have to be so problematic? You know, that's the thing. Because they start to build this image of them and this like relationship with them. They see them as like this perfect person. And when it all comes crumbling down, it's devastating for them. I saw that so many times. On in that community, like countless of times. Okay, it just shows you how like widely spread these parasocial relationships are. So while I'm trying to think if I ever built a sort of parasocial relationship with anyone on there. Okay, the thing is, I did like a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers that I used to watch, like Tommy Innit and like Quackity, you know, all those people. But I think while I did really like them, I never got to the point where I was like, I love them. I love them. If they ever do anything bad, it's heartbreaking. They could never do anything bad. Like, it's not possible. You know, they're perfect. I don't think I ever got to that point. But I mean, I have idolized people to an extent, like especially like people like Tommy in it. I loved his sense of humor, you know, and like the videos he would make. I was like, oh, I want to make videos like that, you know. I want to be funny like him. But that's as far as it ever got. I never was like, I love him. I love him. He saved my life. Like I saw a lot of people saying that, but it's just weird to me. It's strange to me. While I can understand it, I don't think I could ever let myself get to that point. Except, of course, when I was 12 years old and I loved Mr. Beast so much. I truly idolized him. Okay, that was one time where I really idolized him. But past like 13, I didn't really idolize anybody like that, you know? I could separate like loving their music or loving the videos that they make or loving their sense of humor from the actual person. Like I was able to separate the content they make from the actual person. Like, I love the content they make, and they're really funny, you know, but not necessarily I love them and I need to watch like every stream and every video and I need to know everything about them. That was always kind of weird to me. So when I see people start to build these parasocial relationships and start to like obsess over someone that they don't know, I'm kind of like, look out, you know, because at the end of the day, You don't know them, and they don't know you. That's just how it is. Anyways, that was just my opinions, my thoughts on idolizing people. So I really, really encourage you to keep liking things, liking music, liking content that people put out, but stop idolizing these people. Stop idolizing them as a person. You can be like, I love their music. I love what they do, you know? But you don't love them. That's the thing. It's different. Very different. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. If you have anything you would like me to talk about, let me know in the comments. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye!